where the news comes first. You're watching News Channel 2 at 10.
New tonight, the votes are being tallied. Communities across the state voting for school budgets, propositions, and board members. Also new tonight, poll numbers show Republicans want Elise Stefanik to face Governor Hochul next fall, and she hasn't even said she's running yet. And the county executive provides plans on the county's future in his State of the County address.
Now, the news with Jason Palace.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. A lot to get to tonight. It was a big day for school districts across New York State as budget propositions and board members all on the line for the public to cast their ballot. And we have some results for you tonight. And there's good news so far. 29 budgets have been approved. All the propositions for those schools have been approved as well. That includes New Hartford and Whitesboro. Still no word yet from Utica City Schools or Rome City Schools, the two biggest in our viewing area. We will continue to update all of the budget results on the bottom of your screen throughout the evening. New tonight, the Congresswoman representing Rome and the North Country could trade in her House seat for a run for governor, especially after a new poll from Siena College puts Elise Stefanik at the top of the pack in a potential Republican primary. Joining us now to break down the numbers is News Channel 2's Luke Radel. Luke, Stefanik herself just tweeted out moments ago these numbers. And does she have reason to be excited tonight?
She certainly does, Jason. This poll is a strong sign for her chances, at least in a GOP primary. There are no declared candidates in the race right now, but at least 3 Republicans are seen as seriously considering a run. Congresswoman Stefanik, her House colleague Mike Lawler from the Hudson Valley, and Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman. Pollsters asked if that three-way race was held today, who would registered Republican support? 35% picked Stefanik, compared to just 22% for Lawler and 11% for Blakeman. And it is still early, so 30% of respondents said they just don't know. Stefanik has much higher name ID statewide as a result of her prominent role as an ally of President Donald Trump and one of many finalists in his search for a vice president. He also picked her as United Nations ambassador before withdrawing the pick to shore up their thin majority in Congress.
This poll is good news for her primary chances, but the question is, will it actually hurt Republicans if she's their nominee in the general election?
That's the big question here, because she's likely winning at this early stage because she's so popular with conservative-based voters. But not all publicity is good publicity, Jason. You take a look at her favorability when you throw Democrats and independent voters into the mix, and things start to go downhill. Take a look. She's underwater by about 10 points on the question of what voters think of her statewide. On the other hand, her potential primary opponent, Mike Lawler from the Hudson Valley, has pitched himself as more of a moderate. He's only one of 3 Republicans nationwide who won in a district that was also carried by Kamala Harris. He told me last month that he'll decide his fate, quote, by June. And here's what he said about a potential primary matchup to CNN's Caitlin Collins.
Elise Stefanik runs for governor in New York. Would that preclude you from running or no?
No, it'll have no impact on my decision.
And have you talked to Speaker Mike Johnson about running for governor?
I have had conversations with the speaker in the past, but the bottom line for me is I will make a decision by June, and it will not be impacted by any of my colleagues.
Now, as for how Team Hochul is reacting to all of this, the governor was asked about a possible Stefanik run, and she responded saying, bring it on. Privately, 2 Democrats familiar tell me her team is more concerned about Mike Lawler as an opponent. So, strangely enough, Stefanik leading for the GOP might be welcome news for both Stefanik and Hochul. And for those interested, all the data from this poll is on our website, WKTV.com. Jason?